on the weeks of on Thursday, expedition of the book. We still love to be on Thursday.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Babu Adab Safar, chapter on conducting a journey or during a journey. So the chapter will be regarding the traveling of the business, the traveling, coming back on travel, whilst being on travel, etc. عن كعب بن مالك أن النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم خرج يوم الخميس في غزوة تبوك وكان يحب أن يخرج يوم الخميس. رواه البخاري. Sayyidina Ka'b ibn Malik radiallahu ta'ala who said that Nabi sallallahu alayhi wasallam he set out on Thursday for the Battle of Tabuk. He always preferred to set out on a journey for jihad on a Thursday. So Tabuk, is a place between Medina and Damascus on the latitude of Khaybar and Al-Ula. It used to be in the territory of Sham, the Syrian area, but now it's the limits of Al-Hijaz. It's about 465 miles from Medina, and it took 1 month to travel to it from Medina. So in the 9th year after Hijrah, Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam brought his army there, and this fought the Battle of Tabuk where it happened. And Nabi Sallam, this was the last battle. I would say that it was seldom that Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam did not begin his journey for jihad on a Thursday. So there could be many reasons for this. Why Nabi Sallam usually began his expedition on a Thursday, right? From them of which could be that the deeds, the amal of the creation are taken to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala on a Thursday. So Nabi Islam wished that the deeds of jihad also should be presented to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala on this particular day. And also, as we know that Thursday, Khamis means Thursday, and also in another word it could also mean army. Right? So Nabi Islam used this day a good omen, to gain victory also, right, to travel on this day. Right? But as we know it is sunnah to begin a journey, whether it be for jihad or for any practice on a Thursday, right? But that's also mean that any other day also a person can travel with obviously istikhara and then place one's reliance upon Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, right? And not obviously like some people who they used to do is that take consult the stars and all these things, right? Travel on basis of astrology. Like you said about Hazrat Ali radiallahu anhu, that one person was sitting with near to him, and he spoke to him about journey, and he told him that this particular day you can travel, and this day you shouldn't actually travel. And Hazrat Ali radiallahu anhu told him, if I had a sword with me now, I would have cut your neck or severed your neck. And he says we were regularly in the company of the Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, and never, had we ever heard anything like this, that we should set, on a journey on this particular day and not, abstain from traveling on another day. So this, like we said, also establishes that all those things attributed to Hazrat Ali radiallahu anhu in terms of, the moon and the sign of zodiac and all these things, that is baseless and unsound. Right? So if you travel with the correct istikhara and yaqeen in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to make the journey easy, and then so be it. And also, like we said, sunnah on a Thursday to travel.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. عن عبد الله بن عمر رضي الله تعالى عنهما قال قال رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم لو يعلم الناس ما في الوحدة ما أعلم ما شكر راكب الليل قال البخاري to Abdullah bin Umar bin Allah say that Nabi sallallahu alayhi wa sallam said that if people knew what they know from traveling alone, that right, I will not travel alone.
قال رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم لو يعلم الناس بليل وحده. رواه البخاري. Sayyidina Abdullah ibn Umar radiallahu ta'ala narrated that Nabi sallallahu alayhi wa sallam said, it was the people to know what I know, about the risk of being alone in a journey, that no rider who would venture and travel alone in the night. Then we find that this risk of being alone involves many things, right? One of which is religious and as well as worldly losses. and also the person that travels, you must have, for example, your salah with jama'ah, congregation, and also there's no one to sympathize him in terms of, difficulty when things become difficult for him in the journey and all these things. So we find that it's better to travel in a group.
وعن ابي هريره رضي الله تعالى عنه قال قال رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم لا تسحر الملائكه رفقه فيها كلب لا جلس وخرج ابو هريره رضي الله تعالى عنه رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم the malaika will come to traveling group that has a dog or camel.
وعن أبي هريرة رضي الله تعالى عنه قال قال رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم لا تصحب الملائكة رفقة فيها كلب ولا جرس. رواه مسلم. Sayyidina Abu Huraira radiallahu ta'ala anhu narrated that Nabi sallallahu alayhi wasallam said that the angels do not accompany a group of travelers who have with them a dog, right, and a bell. So these angels, remember, do not include those who record the person's deeds, understand? Huh? So please don't think that you have a dog with you then, and Kiram and Katibin all write down all your things, you understand? So those angels, they are with you all the time, right? So these, yeah, are those angels, right, who's with you for protection of the angels of mercy. You understand? They move away from you when you have a dog, right? Like a dog is a pet or like this. Like we said, what's not included in this, there will be a watchdog or a dog that is for valid reasons, to guard the animals, the caravan, etc. So these are allowed, so that's different. However, right, any pet kind of dog like that, the angels of mercy and those angels which are there for protection, they move away, not the angels that write your deeds. So the bias there that are put around the necks of animals also disallowed, as we can see, because they resemble, the bias which summons the worshippers normally. So Nabi Sallam didn't like this, right? To that a bial should be kept. And so Nabi Sallam said, there's a devil with every bial, isn't? And even as Aisha radiallahu anha one day, as a girl, was wearing the tinkling anklets, making that sound, and she asked her to remove that, right, from her, which keeps the angels away. They don't like that sound.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم وعنه أن رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم قال الجرس مزامير الشيطان رواه مسلم وذكرت أبو هريرة الله في سيدة النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم سيدة الدين مسجد السلطان.
نعم. وعنه أن رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم قال الجرس مزامير الشيطان. That Nabi Abu Huraira radiallahu ta'ala anhu narrated that Nabi sallallahu alayhi wa sallam said that the bihal is the devil's flute, right, or musical instrument, right? So it is that sound which you just mentioned before. It is
أبي بشير الأنصاري رضي الله عنه أنه كان مع رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم في بعض الإسلام فأرسل رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم رسولا لا تلقين في رقبة بعير قلادة من بحر والقلادة متفق عليه. أبي بشير الأنصاري رضي الله عنه وقال رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم من and Rasulullah he said that you should not be on the neck of the camel, it's not the money neck of the camel, boasting any necklaces, so that you can also take them.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. وعن أبي بشير الأنصاري أنه كان مع رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم في بعض أسفاره فأرسل رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم رسولا لا تبقين في رقبة بعير قلادة من وتر أو قلادة إلا قطعت. متفق عليه. That Sayyidina Abu Bashir al-Ansari radiallahu ta'ala anhu narrated that he had accompanied Nabi sallallahu alayhi wasallam on one of his journeys. So during this journey, Nabi sallallahu alayhi wasallam, he sent a messenger, right, to one of them, to the men. He said that no beard or necklace or garland or of bowstring remain on a camel's neck, right, should be cut off, right? except that it should be cut off. So yeah, also that Nabi Sallam instructed that the biyah should be cut off from, right, so that the people also, number one, may not put on biyahs on that thing, right? Like we mentioned now also, that the biyah is called the devil's cloth, right? Because it keeps one away from the remembrance of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and worship of Him. And also, while we still mentioned also that so people will not think that, that string and thing and bowstring that surrounds the neck of the camel or is, to prevent misfortune from happening. As we know that no such, chains and things like this can avert the divine decree of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Well,